Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the inaugural episode of the Setup Podcast. Wow. What a ride. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. What's this podcast all about? Well, let me tell you, okay? It's all about skateboarding. We're going to be talking about skateboarding with skateboarders and regular people that do other things. They don't just skateboard. They used to skate and now they do other cool stuff. They make music. They make art. They dig holes into the ground. They fly planes. They cook professionally. They are chefs. You never know. Just all kinds of different people. We're going to be talking to professional skateboarders. We're going to be talking to people who are in skateboarding, about skateboarding. And we're also going to be talking about a bunch of other shit. Life, love, liberty, and the pursuit of shred, gnar, and all things chill. But thank you so much for listening. The Setup Podcast, you can find us on thesoundcloud.com. thefacebook.com. All the Setup Podcast. We're going to upload our podcasts on YouTube as well, the Setup Podcast. And Patreon page, you can go to that if you want to donate after you've listened to a few and you're like, these guys are cool. I'd like if they didn't have to do other things. They could just do this. You could give us $1 and it won't help and we'll have to keep doing other things. But we'll really appreciate it. Patreon, the Setup Podcast. And then lastly, iTunes. Go there. That really helps if you like the cast. Go subscribe in iTunes. Leave a comment. You can say anything you want. Say whatever's on your merry little hearts. I sure do look forward to edifying your little skate souls with delicious manna from shred heaven in the form of the Setup Podcast. This episode's just going to be a two-parter of me, Alex, and Anthony chatting about growing up skateboarding and comedy and all that good stuff. So, thank you for listening.
Welcome
to the Setup Podcast with Nolan, Anthony, and Alex.
Done. And then we're doing Postmates.
You're doing Postmates?
Yeah, with you, and you're gonna get me beer.
But we have these vodkas.
Let's do these vodkas real quick.
Cheers it up.
Hey, everybody, you're about to listen to an inaugural cheers. Clink!
Why did you clink? It already clinks.
Inaugural cheers.
They already clink.
Inaugural speech. What the fuck
They're
is it?
literally glasses. That's the sound they make when
you drink it. All right. Thanks, P Diddy.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
I'll put it down.
Thought I told you that we won't stop. Won't stop.
How's the lighting?
I don't know if it's good for this podcast.
I don't know if the lighting is good for the sound, but it is good for. And we're back.
Oh no!
You want to hit this?
Yeah, sure. What is this?
That's a Fallon sketch, right?
Pen.
I'm totally. It
is a Fallon.
I'm biting
It's a
it.
Fallon.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I don't
Such a hack.
fuck with talk show hosts.
So, Alex, you did improv, right?
Yeah.
Just quick, tell us about yourself. We're at AA.
We're at AA. I've never been to AA, so I don't know what that structure's like.
Well, first you say hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm an alcoholic.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a comedian, even though you guys are. I've done improv comedy.
But you're really funny, though.
I mean, it's I don't know.
God, I was being sarcastic, but you actually are.
Thanks, man.
You are really funny.
I know I'm really funny. Is that
so
bad?
Yeah, you did improv. You were a model. We went over that on the last one.
See, anything that's not about skating or comedy, don't fucking bring it up.
You're a model,
We're getting
dude?
there.
What's that?
You're a model?
Yeah, you want to fuck?
What did you model? I modeled underwear once.
Did you really? So did I. It was the fucking creepiest experience ever.
How?
Me Undies, sponsored by.
Okay.
Wait, you really did for Me Undies?
I did, yeah. My buddy had
Good for you.
was a photographer and was like, hey, you want to put on these undies and
Sweet.
stand in front
Those
of
are cool underwear, right?
That's dope,
I got
dude.
free underwear out of it. I didn't get paid any money.
Oh, well,
Fuck
that's
it.
bullshit.
You have the picture. Show your kids.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, Alex, you did improv.
So, anyways, did improv. I moved out to Los Angeles to pursue acting, and that dream's kind of is changing a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that, really. I like to do it, but I don't know. As a career, I love filmmaking and production and shit.
Wow.
Don't fuck with that.
No, I know.
Bottom area.
Dude, just don't even hold it, dude.
Yeah, you're good.
Anyways,
But
yeah.
you are acting. You acted in our
In your sketch, yeah, and I'm working on a project right now that's kind of like a solo thing, but I mean, it's like I'm doing a solo piece on women's rights. It's a one-man show.
A one-man show.
It's about my relationship with my mother.
And you've been skateboarding for how many years? We already did this, but I just want to do another one.
Yeah, we did this. I've been
Boom.
skating for 17 years. I had
Same
a
amount of
period
time as
when
me.
I got out of high school, kind of stopped a little bit.
And
but
how
now
many
I'm
tricks can
definitely
you do?
getting I can do 27. I don't know if you count no complies, but then it's a nice round 28.
Round
Because
number?
I got one fucking...
Yeah, all
How
right.
many tricks you can do?
Absolutely, that's your currency in the world. You have to have that in your head. 'cause
And
someone
were
might
you
call
ever
on it.
sponsored?
I was, I guess, yeah. I was sponsored by Mid-State Skate Shop, which Nolan Culver was, not to take anything away from your story. But, yeah, I was sponsored by Mid-State Skate Shop.
Don't ever step on anything I'm about to talk about.
I'm not trying to, yeah.
We're about to establish hierarchy.
Sponsored by
on this
Mid-State
podcast.
Skate Shop, but it was just like a homie skate shop, so it's
real.
It's
Back
real.
then
There's
that
dope
mattered.
skaters on it, and there's dope skaters on it who were on it who are coming up now.
Simon Jensen.
Jose Cuevas.
I don't know who that guy is.
He's this little Latino kid who's fucking ripper.
Did I missed
Super
him?
sick. You may have seen him a couple times, but he was starting to get good as
I
Mid-State was
left.
kind of going out of business.
The worst.
But the worst. But yeah, that's about it for me.
And what's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is waking up with a fucking face tat.
That's just really
Fuck yeah.
every day.
Yeah, because you're just like I'm talking about like a face tat.
What
That just changes your life.
are you pro?
A face tat I don't want. Like you say, you get drunk and someone thinks it's a fucking joke and they put a face tat. I can't do. I'm getting emotional, bro.
Trying to dig down. What's your greatest regret? Already at
Shit.
27. What do you wish you'd have done different with your life?
Oh, I wish I would have been smarter skater or whatever. My knees are bad. That's like the only thing.
You think
I
you
wish
would-
I had better knees.
That's
Just hucked. I hucked
That's
too
not a
much.
real regret. Give us more.
Yeah, give us like
Jump
I
deeper.
don't. There's nothing that causes me pain
Give us,
now
like-
except my fucking knees.
No, give us like a regret. You know, like that,
Dude,
that
I
one-
know it's a cliche.
Because
but
I
can
want the
honestly
people to
say-
know
that one
you.
guy killed done by the docks or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a regret, dude. It's kind of whack.
When you
but
went on a rampage and murdered 10 people.
Murdering a guy by the docks.
No,
Jogs
because
your
it has to
memory.
do with murder in a way.
Yeah.
But we were in Yakima, and you never went to Justin Thompson's house to party, right? He had bonfires and shit.
No,
out
I was
in
too old. That
West
would've been
Valley.
weird.
Yeah, it would have
I
been
was
really weird.
4
I mean,
years
dude,
older. I was in college.
You have no idea, but anyways, okay.
It would have been weird for other reasons.
No, it was already weird. But anyways,
okay.
we were running down this street called Wide Hollow, which is like a really long road in the country, and it's pitch dark. And we're running down this ditch on the side of the road, and I see like a bunny running, and we're drunk, and we're running to a party that's down the street, and we're hyped up. I fucking reach down, grab a rock. Pitch dark, dude. I just saw it because it was on the road, and I threw the rock, and it fucking killed the bunny in the dark. Random as fuck, and we
How do you
ran
know?
past
You
it.
saw it
We
dead.
ran past it dead. And I was
so you
like,
nailed
no
a bunny with a
fucking
rock
way.
in the dark.
In the dark, and I was like, this is probably someone's fucking bunny, dude.
Oh, it was like a bunny, not
It
a
was
jackrabbit.
it was a white bunny.
Bunnies
That's how I saw it. It
live
was a
out
white
there,
bunny.
though, dude.
No, I
Bunnies
know,
live
but
in
this
the
is like a
world.
white bunny. You know what
Not-
I mean?
not like a jackrabbit.
Like a jackrabbits are usually
So-
gray with a hint
Yeah.
of white. I
And
used
they
to
have
draw
that
them all the time.
For a second, so for a second, you were chasing the white rabbit,
Yeah.
literally.
Anthony,
All
I got to admit it.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah,
Drop
and-
that mic, dude.
He's out.
That shit was deep. I didn't even put two and two
My
together.
lift
Wow.
is here. I gotta go.
Oh.
And it's part of your
My lip
regret.
line.
And if you'd have gone back, you'd say, I wouldn't want to murder that bunny. That's the worst thing. That's the biggest regret.
That's the
I'm not
biggest
trying to
regret.
judge your regrets.
I don't know. I don't have emotional, psychological pain.
Are you an emotional person?
In a way, yeah, but in another way, not really.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. I mean, no,
right,
no,
it's
I
about
mean,
to get interesting.
yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
Am I an
so this is
emotional
my
person?
question.
No, I actually,
I have
yeah.
one more question.
Oh, okay.
I have another question.
You may. Get deeper into that mic. You were mouthing it.
Should I get deeper?
Oh, yeah, mouth it.
Should I?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Eat it.
Relish it.
You're
Relish
good
your
though.
words.
Don't
get that close
no,
to
you're
fuzzy.
fine.
No, that's what they
I'll
call.
handle it. I'm the engineer.
What
That's
they-
bad. That's
What
not
they,
a good
they
thing.
call that one the shotgun mic, I believe.
Yeah, that's a shotgun mic.
Yeah.
This
Cool.
is an H5,
All right, let's
and
bring it
yours
back
is
to
just a
this is
microphone.
a,
Bring it back.
Let's pull it back.
Anthony, you had a
in.
question for me? I mean, ask away.
When was the last time you farted?
Oh my god, dude! Probably in the garage.
On
I
the
don't
way-
The
fucking
garage?
know, dude.
On the way up?
Yeah.
Like, when was the last memorable one you had?
Oh, always in the morning.
Well,
You farted
no, the
in
last
morning?
memorable one you had. Like, give me the scenario.
Oh man. Shit, dude. Okay, I have a good one. It's not like recent.
That's fine. You
Okay.
remember it, though, right?
I was dating this girl, and we're sleeping in her bed and shit, and we're like getting to where you're falling asleep. And it's been like 45 minutes where we laid down, we're not talking, whatever.
How long have you and this girl been
I don't know.
seeing each
It was
other?
either like 6 months in or like a year and a half in. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
Anyways,
either way,
it was
it's
kind
prime,
of
prime farting time.
prime fart. I mean, I don't fart around. My dad used to do that, and I hate that shit when guys do it.
Polite.
I just think it's
I'm
disrespectful.
with you on that. I'm married. I still, you know
Yeah.
what I do? I fart around her, but I go away and I give her
No,
just
yeah.
the horn. It's a fun time. She laughs.
Just the audio.
Yeah.
None of the sensual.
Not that
kind
whole
of-
fucking the
not
whole
taste
Dutch
in the
oven
mouth.
thing. I don't
Yeah,
get that.
fuck
I don't
that.
I had
even.
a girl Dutch oven me once.
Ah,
That's
get out of
I
there.
don't think she
disgusting.
meant it.
She
That
needs
is
to end.
disgusting.
All
She's
right.
married now.
Okay, back to the dude tangent.
I love it.
Love it. Anyway, so it's like we're about to fall asleep and shit, and like I'm half asleep, and I don't like to fart, so I always hold in farts. But when you're like clenching, and then
Yeah.
like, if you relax at all, you let something out.
Yeah.
So it was that, and I just really didn't want to fart under a super beautiful girl or at her house. It's like whatever, nice bed, and I'm just holding it, and it's dead silent, and then just one of those like pops out like. I can't even do it, but it was just like, and then there was a moment of even deader silence where I was listening to see if she was awake, and at the same time we both started laughing super hard.
That's
so it was
great.
like awesome.
Oh, that's good. At least you guys both laughed.
Yeah.
I had that with Jake. When we were younger, I had that with Jake. There was like a tense. We had friends over, and my mom was like, "You guys got to shut up," because they were staying the night, and we were 9. And then she kept running in and be like, "You guys need to shut up and go to bed." And there was we had to try to be quiet. And then one of our buddies was starting to get mad because he felt like he was getting in trouble. He's like, he was the weakest of the group. And he's like, "Could you guys really, please, just fucking shut up, or I'm trying to go to sleep." And then it got really awkward and quiet. And then Jake just let off the nicest. It was so nice. It was after like a good 30-second silence. It's like, like it had.
It was octaves.
It was a song.
yeah,
it had a chorus and a verse
Dude,
and a bridge.
I guarantee you he can control
He had
it.
every note. He had full
Phil
sphincter
Spector.
control.
He's an artist,
Phil
dude.
Spector.
Phil Spector control.
Produced that shit.
Phil Spector produced it and gave
Oh,
him
I
the
love
sphincter
Jake Culver.
control. And
He has a
and
quote on the back
that
of
was
his
so
fart
nice. And then it was like, and he laughed.
Spectre quote on the back of the CD that says, "Don't kill anyone." Loves Phil Spector.
That's,
Sorry, go ahead.
wait, what is it? I
Phil
don't know.
Spector killed a lady.
Oh, that's right. Don't kill anyone. Yeah, he did.
I
That's
did
what it
not know
said.
that.
You didn't. That's why I brought it up. 'cause
Oh, okay.
He's a fan.
But then we had permission to laugh because there was silence and Jake giggled, but like we were all still like, he went. And then this other kid who was mad, he was the one that was like, and then we all exploded with laughter. It was the best fart moment.
Yeah.
Your fart moment had 2 explosions.
Yeah. Oh God, it was such a moment.
All right, well,
All right, so no, let's go to Anthony. Forget about me.
yeah, you're
Most
kind of
memorable fart.
Lame. Oh yeah, so tell them
Give
about
us the
yourself.
stats. Give us the stats.
Yeah, give us the basics, bro.
Name,
This is like
birthplace.
first day of class, and
Anthony.
Anthony Calderon.
Anthony Rudy Calderon,
Stand up and tell the class about yourself.
or if you're south of the border, Antonio Rodolfo Calderon.
Nice. Are you Mexican?
Yeah,
Yeah, not Italian.
not Italian.
You're
That sounded
Italian though,
fucking
right?
Italian. I'm not Italian.
Yeah, you're
I'm
Italian.
Mexican.
You're Mexican.
You're
Hola,
Mexican?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Oh, muy bien.
This is probably.
Wait, do you know Spanish? Or are you just making it up?
No, I do know Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I could go anywhere and be fine.
Nice. I'm just gonna
Hi.
keep pointing at. I've been pointing at Alex for like a good
I would
20
say
seconds.
that fact about him is not about me.
Sorry, Anthony. Let's
Thanks
throw
for
it back to
hijacking
you.
my part of the day.
Sorry, dude.
Just
All right,
Jesus.
Anthony Rosales.
Oh my Boy.
Anthony Calderon.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
You're from Ellensburg, which is right next to Yakima, which everybody, if
30
you're
minutes
listening,
away.
is completely random.
Yeah.
The fact that
That's
I
true.
would move down to California, I met Anthony.
We met each other doing stand-up.
We met each other doing
You didn't
stand-up in
even meet
Seattle.
while
I
you were
meet,
in
I
my
meet
hometown.
Alex. I mean, wow.
And
You guys
we-
all lived in my hometown at one point.
I
right?
never lived in Ellensburg.
You never lived in Ellensburg?
No.
Oh,
You just skated in Ellensburg?
Yeah.
No, I see.
I went to college in Ellensburg.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, you
Okay, so go
and
back
you do
to you.
stand up, right,
I do
Anthony?
stand-up
You
also.
started a room in Seattle, a comedy stand up
started,
room that is legit.
My legacy.
Oh, wow.
My legacy.
It is. It's a huge
in
room.
the world is
It's one of
Jai
the,
Tai.
it's one of the best rooms in Seattle.
Was that the one at the U District?
No, I did do a show there once though
Oh, okay.
with a guy named Nick Zielinski.
Okay.
It was the University Cultural Arts Center.
Great. Holy shit. You have your pretentious
Some
card
really
on you?
But you started Jai
compelling
Tai in
podcasting.
L.A. or
Yes,
in Seattle.
I started
should
Jai
say.
Tai in Seattle. Yeah,
That's amazing. Holy shit.
It's a big. It's an amazing room.
they will be celebrating their. Wait, they just celebrated their 7th year.
That's awesome.
What a legacy.
Yeah,
Do you think it's the same without you?
I mean,
It's a whole new regime. It's
There's-
Aaron Engel, right?
there's less drunk Mexican guy hanging out at the end of the bar, standing in people's way
Why's it got to be Mexican?
Oh, that's you.
because I'm Mexican
That's him.
and I'm drunk.
Yeah, you were always hammered there.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the truth. I thought you were like a full blown like alky. I'm like, I like this Anthony kid, but I wonder if he's like really having a problem. Every time I saw you, you had two hands full. It was like 2 shots.
yeah. They always pour me like double
Yeah,
shots.
yeah.
for
But you're
all-
not.
all my single shots, and then I'll take some of that, and then I take a lift home. You know,
Yeah. No, I'm good.
that's pretty tasty. What's that?
Oh, I forget, dude.
It tastes nice.
It's really good, though. It's
It
the
was
best I've
it's a
ever had.
vape pen of I'm assuming marijuana.
Yep.
It was tasted nice.
It's a good one.
Yeah, but I used to. Well, I mean, I still drink, but I don't have a place where people just like pour.
And you've
me,
been doing
like,
stand up for 6 years,
yeah,
That's so dope.
and you're married
I'm married. Yeah,
with kids.
with
How many kids you have?
Several.
Yeah.
7.
Mark, Aaron,
Ajaya.
Ethany, Erli.
Elijah.
You don't even know my
Sorry,
kids.
bro, I'm just
You've
trying
never
to-
met my kids.
I'm trying to be
But
funny.
yeah,
Don't just
Elijah
make
is one of
shit
the
up,
names.
I'm
dude.
just
Elijah is one of the names, though. So
So yeah, I like
Okay.
it. Yeah.
you were right, but
But don't just
so
make
time in.
shit
what do you
up.
have? Like
Yeah.
what do you have a roommate named Kurt or something?
tie in. Fuck yeah. Points for you.
Anthony guessed the name of Alex's roommate earlier.
Yeah, he says you didn't see it on the paper that was in front of his
We
face.
I
all-
swear to God, I can't
Or the
read it.
mail that was right next to him.
Where's there? I don't see his name on any of this.
We don't believe him.
No, it's very plausible that he did guess it.
I swear to God,
But it
I
was the
guessed
most
it.
random thing. It was like, do you have a roommate named Curtis?
I didn't say
Yeah.
Curtis. I said Kurt.
No, you said
No, you said
fucking
Curtis.
dude.
Did I
You
say
didn't
Curtis?
say Kurt.
Yeah.
Well, to
Now
be
you're
fair,
looking at the paper. Oh no, well I pointed it
can't
out to you,
see.
so yeah.
I can't sell because now I'm like trying to see if I can see, but I really can't. I really guessed that. I
Yeah.
swear to God. I didn't guess it as much as I just was like saying a random name. That
And you've been skateboarding for how many years?
on and off since I was like 13, so
Yeah.
a long time.
A good 16. We're in the 16 to 17
We're in the
range.
yeah. Wow.
17 years.
Holy shit.
And who earlier won? I was gonna. Who won the game of skate?
Okay.
Which,
Okay. No. This
No,
is
you
good.
won
This
is
is
what
really
you
good.
said,
No.
right?
This is really
Because I
really
definitely
good.
lost for sure.
This is really. But you did.
I was only in
you haven't
there-
skated in a long time.
I
so
got you guys a letter.
You
each.
did,
did.
with the fake Caballero. It was the
Fakey
first.
backside Caballero.
Yeah, it was the first letter of the game.
Or frontside, and I can never figure that out.
Me neither. It's like so complicated. The hard way, not the
Feel
easy
free to
way, not the
email
Reynolds
us.
way. You'd never see this trick done down shit.
Not the Reynolds way.
No.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, the other
The way I would call backside, even though technically it's not. Right?
Well, yeah, because the motion is the frontside 180 going regular, but because you're going fakey, it's about what way you're turning. Your back
Yeah.
is turning to to where you're facing.
But when you say backside, if you're right, it's fucked.
It's just
an
whatever, dude.
impossible.
Everything is
Yeah.
different though. It always changes. Like it's like beer pong rules for like you know what I mean. Like some
Yeah.
people.
well,
it's
not really in
frontside.
skating. The trick names are the trick names, but,
But
there's
like-
just like
But frontside and backside. Like when I was younger, when you were like facing, you're going down the rail and you're face on a board slide or whatever, and you're facing where you're going, right?
Yeah.
That was a frontside board slide.
I don't think so. I think
And then the other way was a backside board slide.
No, you're
No,
incorrect.
But then there
never
was
was that.
this time that it flipped around and it was the other way.
No, because
That was you and
that
your
was
world.
Yeah,
It was maybe Ellensburg.
Yeah.
the same, exactly. Because the same happened to me. Because
Yeah.
I would see a trick and know it was front side or back side and assume that this was front side or this was back side.
What
but
do
it
you
was
mean
wrong.
this?
The trick,
Well, yeah, but like
like a front side 180, I would call a back side 180 a front side 180.
Because your back's
Because I
turned.
thought my
Yeah.
front is going in, so it's
Yeah.
front side 180.
We
And
all
it was
went through a
backwards.
similar process. When we were younger, the intuitive backside is the opposite, especially with board sleds.
Yeah.
You think like that's a backside board slide.
because your back is going
Yeah.
toward. That's
But we're all wrong, and we
We're
were
all
all
wrong.
always wrong.
we're always wrong.
But
Frontside board slide is.
Why isn't there like a book? You know,
there are books.
There probably
no one wants to
is.
read them. Skaters don't. I mean,
Who wants to read?
I would.
goddamn-
I'm not gonna lie. I went to the
tape,
library and
book on
got them.
tape.
Huh?
Book on tape.
Book on tape.
Book on tape.
What is book on tape?
A book that's on tape. Is it going in and out?
So skaters can learn.
The
What?
rules.
There's no rules. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But there has
there
to be
is.
some kind of
No, there
front side
is.
backside agreement.
No, and there is. You just got to open up a magazine. But
Just do it. You just do
That
it.
is kind of a book, I guess.
anyways, so we're going back. Okay, so Nolan, give you credit. Nolan beat me in skate, but here's what we have to do. You and I are gonna play skate on the whole fucking park, and I'm
Yeah.
a training skater, right? You say that.
Yeah.
I'm a training skater.
No
So
doubt
this is
about
a
it.
street park. It's a plaza. So we'll film a game of skate, whole skate park, and then we'll see who wins.
I'll win.
You probably.
And we're back.
You guys will all be.
And
like,
we're back. But are you done
clicked
talking about
off.
yourself, or
Dude,
do you want
guys,
to?
you guys will
All right,
be
so
like,
let's go back. Say what you're saying. You
Anthony's-
want to do a full park skate, and then you have the best ollies.
Yeah. So
Anthony's always are fresh.
check and check.
You want to do a full park skate, right?
Or we can do best 2 out of 3 on flat.
So we're gonna have to establish at some point who the dominant skateboarder of the group is.
That's just gonna have to
Why
happen
do we have to establish that?
because this is gonna be up for
What is
debate.
this,
It
some
just
kind of
needs
weird
not
man
Anthony.
pride bullshit?
Anthony.
'Cause
Hierarchy.
we already established that it's not me.
Yes. Yes.
So you two need to establish for your own egos
Yes.
who's better than the other one.
dead on.
Look, there's a lot of dissolving of ego. There's a lot of disintegrating masculinity. We're not trying to do that on this podcast. We're trying to enhance ego and get into masculinity and establish systems of dominance
No
and
phones,
authority.
dude.
Sorry, man.
Airplane mode.
Yeah, airplane mode, dude.
And we do that through skate. We do that through establishing the routest, chillest fucking shredder in the fucking room, dude.
Holy
Okay?
shit! Wow.
So I don't want.
Well, no, keep going.
Yeah, I don't want you.
Love your impression.
Is Kyle Mooney now a partner on our podcast?
Yeah, he'll always
I
be.
closed my eyes a second ago.
Mooney will always come into the equation, but that I'm not fucking done, dude. I'm not fucking done because we are about to play skate. No, we can do full skate at NoHo. We're probably gonna have to do like a World Series. I think would be best case scenario.
7 games?
Best
A
out of
World
7.
Series 7?
No, because then it
Yeah.
just gets redundant.
No, that's
Are you gonna
stupid.
have enough tricks
Yeah,
that are
are you-
each trick is
This
different?
guy can do 27 tricks.
All right, this podcast.
We've already-
is over.
Yeah.
yeah.
established it.
So it's like, yeah, and that's if you miss all the tricks that I do, then I get all
Do
27.
you guys want the podcast to be over?
No,
is
I
that what's
do
happening
not.
right
No,
now?
No.
Because I will
Skate,
threaten that right now.
Don't threaten it.
SK,
I'm not taking my mic, bitch.
5 times 7, that's 35 tricks. you
No,
have to have.
I'm thinking over the
And
course
that's-
of a week or so.
Okay, are we doing the podcast now, or is this like warm up?
No, it's back
No,
up.
it's
Oh,
just-
okay. This is
No,
it.
it's happening.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make
Wait,
sure my
so
head's in
you
the right
can do
space.
tricks
just
on,
change your
on
voice?
obstacles. It's not just like flat line tricks.
Yeah, but I need to get my ankle back. Just give me a
And I had
sec.
to get my knees back, so
All right.
whatever. But it's all good.
And my
gotta-
eye,
Oh
my
god.
left one is hard pressed right
You
now.
know what might help if you
So
get if you upgrade to an 8. I've been meaning
I
to
wouldn't-
tell you
Why would I do that?
because 775 is
You
a
got
little
big
too
feet,
thin,
dude.
and you
Yeah.
got big feet. You're taller than me. It might help. It might create a larger base of balance. This is what I learned. Look at me, not a big guy, right? Check it out,
Tiny guy.
tiny
I
guy.
feel like I'm betraying. I feel
Just
like
piling on. I already said I'm not big.
I'm betraying Tiny Anthony. Then
Tiny Anthony?
Yes.
Oh, younger Anthony? But that's good, man. You got to betray your younger self. Absolutely.
why, dude?
Because your younger self's
Yeah,
a
why?
fucking
Are
idiot.
you gonna tell me?
And he's not that big
you gonna tell me-
anyways.
You gonna tell me to?
Let me ask you this. Do you guys
But do you
wear-
realize, not to get meta, but do you realize that the you now is an idiot to the 50-year-old you?
Absolutely. That's why 50-year-old me is going to betray 30-year-old me. It's a process. You never quit.
It's a revolving door.
Oh,
Yep.
I see. So you're saying your whole entire life is just you betraying
Constant.
your younger self
Yep.
Constantly.
Constant betrayal.
It's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a sad. I don't like the viewpoint.
The word betrayal.
betrayal.
We don't need to.
No,
we could rephrase it and
It can
say
be a,
we
oh my
improve
God.
upon
yeah.
30-year-old me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you do this? You press the button, right?
Press the
And then
button
you
and suck it in. And sucking kind of light because it might roast your shit. You can do a little bit more than that. There you go.
I smoke so much weed.
Who are you?
God.
Over here, Smokey the Bear?
Shit, bro. Are you
About
fucking
to-
Snoop Dogg,
Smokey the
dog?
Bandit?
Snoop Dogg. I think we can get him on.
Okay.
Probably.
Are we done with Anthony? His bio?
Anthony.
Yeah, that was it. I mean,
No.
We
We gotta
stopped talking about
We
me.
gotta grill you. What?
Bear grill me?
Who? Yeah, we got a bear.
Holy fucking shit, the puns, bro. I love it.
Wow, it has begun. Fiddle with that.
Does that have a short in it?
Yeah, the people can hear it. You guys can't, but I can.
What's your...
Hold on.
You do stand-up comedy,
Get
right?
your hands off
Yeah.
of that.
So,
off of this part. This
who-
connection.
So, like, skaters, I guess,
Remain
have
up
favorite
here.
skaters who we try and... I
Yeah.
don't want to say copy their style, but their style influences us.
Don't ask me who my comedic influences are right now.
We're not. We're
I'm
asking
not-
who your favorite skateboarder
Yeah, I'm asking
is.
who your favorite skater is. I was just doing it in a backwards.
Because my favorite skateboarder is Jason Lee, who's also...
Your
an
favorite
actor.
comedian?
Oh, my God.
For real?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he's neither for he's
Jason
not
Lee's
even-
dope, but...
He's sick. I have a signed Jason Lee stereo board for
Right.
sale.
My cousin used to...
For sale.
My cousin used to have his 80s pro model.
Who's the other guy in stereo?
Chris Postrous.
Postrous with his artistic everything, right? Is that still a thing? Is stereo still a thing?
I
My
believe
favorite,
not.
To answer your question, my favorite skateboarder of all time is Mark Appleyard.
Dude.
Is it really?
Steeziest ever.
Were we
butter.
talking about it? Or
King
was
of
that-
butter, dude.
The
King of butter.
The flip video, the sorry flip video.
Oh
It's
my
like the best
God.
skate
Dude,
part ever.
I call Mark Appleyard Lando Lakes. That kid's so butter.
Lando Licks? That must be a reference I don't get.
Lando Lakes.
You were aggressive about not getting it.
Yeah, man. You
It
seem
must
upset
be-
that you don't get that reference. That's just the name
That
of
was
a
really
butter.
funny.
It's the name of. It's
It
like
must be a
Is it like a
reference I
value
don't
store
get.
butter? 'Cause I'm from
No,
West
Land
Valley,
O'Lakes
bro.
is like one of the. You're a Yakima
Lando
Bordeaux.
got
What's that
apples
family?
everywhere, bro.
Hey, what's that family you guys hate? The Bordeaux?
No, let's not. No.
It's not.
You don't
it's
want
not
to
very
include
well
people?
No, because we go back to these places and they're small towns, so we want to keep that safe.
Hey,
Well, I mean, I could talk about it just as much as I want because everyone in my town thinks this thing about that family.
yeah.
Fuck it.
But
Well, I was thinking
he
about
still
how
has to go back. so
every
I don't
town
wanna-
has like that family, so it's very relatable.
That's
So you
true.
guys,
I don't know
you
that
could-
every town has
Actually, I
that
don't know if
family.
there was a well.
It's
Well,
not that
every town
family.
has it.
There's a
There
bunch
were.
of rich families.
but
there's
there's-
definitely one of them.
But yeah.
Don't say the name, but you can talk about them.
Well, I mean, the thing
Millers.
is they weren't the kids weren't douchey,
Super douchey.
but they were just really rich. I mean, the kids you were in your town in West Valley, yeah, douches, dude. Those kids were so douchey.
entitled white kids like
There was
the
one
definition.
time that you guys beat us in basketball, but it was the very end of the game, and we only lost by 1 point. But at the end of the game, our two best players, like instead of just dribbling it out or whatever, they dribbled the ball down the court and they alley-ooped it and just like dunked it, and everyone in our like student section was just like, oh, like that was dope, even though we lost by like a point.
Yeah.
And the kid grabbed the dude that dunked by the jersey, grabbed him, and pointed at the scoreboard, and it was like on the front page of the Daily Record the next day, like the newspaper in our town of the sports
Ellensburg.
section.
No
And then
shit.
And then we made T-shirts
with that photo.
with that photo on it in art class and wore them to the games after that.
Nice.
To like it's like a fuck you.
Nice.
Oh
to
my.
kid.
Okay, gnarly.
That's like
Yeah.
a high school. I
Like
love
deep.
Yeah, it was super deep. We hated
Wow.
that. We hated that kid.
Holy
so
shit.
it. Are we
much.
talking about the bees, right?
Yeah, the bees.
Yeah.
The Millers.
The bees.
The Millers. Yeah.
He was the one that dunked.
No. The guy on our side dunked.
Oh.
But he was just showing out.
Being flashy. Yeah.
He was being
Ah.
flashy, and the Miller kid
Yeah.
was having none of it.
But I think every town has that because the town I grew up in Wrightwood, they had a family like that. They were like
Towns have it. Cities don't.
towns. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's because it's the
They're the dominant tribe.
Right,
Their
absolutely.
brother, the younger brother, the
They're like
youngest
a major,
brother.
They're usually a major influence
Every-
in the infrastructure of
of
the
the
city.
city,
Right?
yeah.
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 But I had there was a weird
and
one
they
in
have
the
influence over the school.
yeah,
because
very
of that.
much, very much. Ours was the I'll name names. I don't give off. zero.
I don't give a
It would be weird if I didn't say their names. I'll say that. Like,
Wow.
why? Who's going to protect these guys? It was the Hardings. That was this. Doesn't that sound like one of those names? The Hardings.
Hardings.
Yeah, and they were wealthy, and then they had a generation, like, boom, boom, boom.
Did anyone in their family
And they were all
become a
rich.
figure skater?
Tanya? Well, Tanya.
Dude, that's so weird. I just looked her up the other day. Tanya
yeah.
Harding.
I don't know what ever happened to their sister
Oh,
Tanya.
because there's a movie
There's a
coming
movie
out
coming
right now.
out.
That's right. Of course.
Margot Robbie's playing fucking
Dude,
Tanya Harding.
she's a killer, bro.
Dude, she's
But
so hot.
a segue.
Keep going with your story. I'm
Yeah,
so
no,
sorry.
they had a sister named Tanya, and I can't remember what she ended up doing, but
Hooker.
Did they really just being
she like rollerbladed for a
Oh my
while.
God, shut
and
the
then,
fuck up and go back to your story. Hardings suck. Why do they suck?
Yeah,
Every
what?
town has them. That's my point.
Oh,
And then in the other town that I grew up in, it was the La Piccolos.
Ooh.
There's always a fucking. There's always a tribe.
There's always a Harding or a
Yeah,
Piccolo.
but I think you need dudes though in a misogynist society, a patriarchal system.
Yeah.
You need dudes. You know what I mean? You need like it has to be like like the tribe has to have like the older brother, the younger brother. If it's all girls, they don't dominate the town like that, right?
No, yeah, I would think that
Part of it.
I mean, that would make sense, but you could. It depends on the.
Yeah.
But like
upbringing.
Kelly and her younger
my whole family
sister
is,
Beth.
My whole family is women, so like up in Ellensburg, they don't dominate the town.
Right.
There's like 7 of them.
Right.
They're all sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's part of it.
And I mean, they dominate.
It's part of the patriarchy, if I may.
Well, you're talking about like the ruling families, quote unquote, of the
Yeah.
fucking town.
Yeah.
Well, it has a lot to do with money. I'm sure if my family had a fuck ton of money,
Yeah, and if your parents raised you
that's
to be
why I want to
entitled,
make a
You think
ton
that
of
was
money.
it?
And that's actually that'll bring me to this point. It is a motivating factor for me to make money in life, so I can make my family one of those fucking.
You want to be one of them?
Hey, douchebag!
Not a douchebag family, but at least be able to like be on the same level as the douches, so it doesn't like
Balance out the force.
because
kind of
when
thing.
I was coming up, like
would you want to be them?
not having any power, like
That's like getting beat
on
by
like
your dad
sports
and then
teams, but
beating
on like
women.
sports teams and shit growing up.
It's exactly like that.
I was not necessarily I was good at sports and I was rewarded for it, but at a certain point, I was they wouldn't let me on the basketball team anymore because I wasn't a fucking white kid with fucking a dad that played. You know what I mean?
You
Are
weren't
you
a
serious?
Miller.
It was like
A
that.
1,000%, absolutely, yes. Me and another friend of mine who's a black kid, were the last 2 to get cut from the team, and we were better than the other 2 kids. And I'm not just saying it, but we were one of the kids that only been playing basketball. It was his first year playing basketball, and he was the starting running back on the varsity team. And he's a great guy. He's still a really good friend of mine. But he wasn't as good as me or the other guy.
That's
then
part of it.
the other kid was the wide receiver on the football team, and the coach for the basketball team was the fucking coach for the football team.
Good.
So we
I
got
say
fucked.
good for those kids.
No, that was great for them.
You know, like.
No, fuck that.
Didn't
dude.
lead me to start smoking pot when I was 15.
But now you want to grow up and be like that. That's what you just said.
I don't want to be like that. I just want my kids to not have to deal with what I dealt with.
So you get to
Dude, they almost need
No,
to.
I just
though.
want people to know that I'm here too. I'm watching.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my family anymore because we're fucking rich, and we paid for all the uniforms and the gym.
I'm just gonna be that way, money or no money. I'm just gonna be loud and aggressive with belligerent. Yeah, I'll be at every game, booing when other kids score.
Yeah.
You can do it in other ways. You don't have to be rich.
Screaming, give the ball to my kid, coach!
We're talking Charlie Culver.
Then you're
I think
just
that's
my
what I'm gonna
dad.
name
Then
him.
you're just my dad.
Yeah.
Just a poor guy yelling at the fucking coach.
Basically a homeless person.
Can we drink beer in here?
Who wants a shotgun, a bear?
Yeah.
Let's go, Anthony.
Meet me outside. Coach Harden, come here, bitch.
Daddy, come on, watch. I'll be back, son.
This
I'm gonna go
isn't
chug
soccer.
a feed.
That's what my dad would always say to me.
This isn't soccer,
Yeah, this
right?
isn't-
Because soccer
this
is always like
isn't soccer.
the weak kid sport, right? It was never,
Yeah.
You know, yeah. No, it's crazy.
You're gonna attack soccer players like
No,
that?
I actually
You're
love
gonna-
soccer. I was really good at soccer, but we don't have to do that. I went out for basketball once, didn't make it. Said, "Fuck, I don't even like basketball. Fuck court shit."
So bad at soccer. The worst at
Gangsters.
soccer.
Anthony, what makes you sad?
What makes me sad?
Yeah.
Life. Love. I don't know. I guess what makes me sad? Loneliness. What makes you sad?
Man, you're stuck on those L's.
Loneliness. Lack of love.
Yeah. What makes you sad?
Lilacs.
Yeah.
Lim-
Large limbic systems.
Lavender logs.
No, that's good though. Loneliness is very sad. Loneliness is very sad.
But the other thing is, though, about me is I'm an only child, so
A lonely child.
I'm also completely comfortable. I'm also completely comfortable being alone. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Almost to the point where I'm scared I'll never get married or like any of that stuff because You're
scared, though.
I don't really mind.
Are you not married?
No, I'm not.
So that was complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the whole time
bullshit.
I'm thinking you had a kid and fucking. You're
That's
married.
my bad.
No, that was all bullshit.
That's my bad when you don't even know him and neither does anybody listening. Actually,
That's
except
true.
our parents. Are probably
Except
gonna
for
be
our
listening.
parents, yeah.
And everybody else.
Our parents that are definitely our
Yeah,
first
loneliness is
4
sad.
listeners.
Yeah.
If my dad would figure out how to listen to a podcast.
If you were a 15-year-old skateboarder, what would you tell 15-year-olds trying to skate? Anthony.
Oh my God, I know the answer to this question for me, but go ahead.
What you would tell him? What
No,
would you
what I
tell
would tell
him?
myself.
Well, I would tell 15-year-old
Yeah.
skateboarding Anthony.
Yeah, about life.
Stop. no, I was gonna say
The dream. Yeah,
No, that's
his
fine.
joke. That's his
No,
joke.
that's fine.
That's
No,
his
that's
joke.
fine.
I wouldn't, but
Yeah, I would actually tell myself just maybe start doing stand up.
Yeah,
when I'm
start
15
now?
instead
Yeah,
of doing
fuck
skateboarding.
Yeah, don't
But
waste
the other
your
thing
time.
is there was nowhere to do stand up in Ellensburg,
Yeah.
so I didn't.
Especially
Well, there was
You're a 15-year-old
karaoke,
kid, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were the only one, yeah, I bet they'd have put you up.
You can still be a funny guy though.
Well, I was
You're
doing.
like, "Hi, mister."
So the reason why I liked getting on stage and shit was because I would go do I would do karaoke, but I would do Weird Al songs.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I'd
so
make
you were
people
covering
laugh. Yeah, I'm covering a parody.
parody guy.
Yeah.
Wow, meta,
That is meta. I never thought about it like that.
isn't it? A guy parodies music and then you cover.
You-
Yeah, yo,
Karaoke.
let me get a turn with those headphones, bro.
Isn't it better?
Let me just do like 5 minutes.
You want to be in it first?
Really?
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
Is it so much better?
Oh, I gotta be quick. I'm probably gonna get headphones tomorrow then.
Aren't they so much
check,
more
check.
fun?
Oh my God.
Isn't this better?
Ego
Now you're in
boner.
the experience.
Now
I
I'm in
don't
the
know,
Matrix. Oh,
How do I? Does it sound? Do I sound okay? in
You
this?
sound perfect.
Yeah, you
but
sound
it's-
better in there.
It's kind of weird.
It's
hearing-
actually
hearing
awful
yourself
out
talk.
here.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of want to stop doing it.
Really?
Yeah, this is terrible.
Now that you don't
That
See,
have
I like listening to you guys talk, but I don't like listening to myself talk. Like
Isn't it
right
weird?
now,
Yeah.
it's like I'm hearing
Like,
myself
you could,
twice.
if you
I'm
could
like,
just
no.
filter out your mic, you'd be happy.
And yet you're
Or make
forcing
my voice
yourself in.
deeper.
So Anthony,
All right, I'm over it. I don't want to hear
Now that I have my friend's earwax in my ears,
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Fuck it, dude. We've slept on.
Anthony,
No,
what's
no.
your greatest triumph? What are you the most proud of? I got to ask these questions in an acting class. It's like these are amazing.
Well, I
questions.
mean, there's a lot of things.
Because they get down to the
currently
heart
what
of
the,
it.
Nitty gritty.
all time, one of the coolest things that ever happened. You want more?
Keep going, bro.
I
Who's
mean,
behind
I'm,
the scenes?
I'm not gonna say no either. So, my greatest triumph.
Yeah. Like, what are you the most proud of? If you were to, if That's great.
It's kind of what that mic's used for, anyways.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. That was great. It's perfect.
One of the things I'm most proud of.
Cheers,
Clink.
fellas. Stop the fuck.
I'll tell you. Okay, so this is something I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
Because it's something.
Jesus.
And not to say that it's a failure or a bad thing, but a lot of people I grew up with end up back in Ellensburg.
It is a vortex.
And I have somehow, well, not somehow, with the help here and there of, from family and all that, I've survived fucking 12 years out on my own.
Yeah. And you're in
moving
LA.
out here, I'm in LA. And
2 years in LA. It's hard.
it's so fucking hard to live here.
It's brutal.
It's weird. Do you ever see all
Find
the
the opposite true, but go ahead.
Well,
do you
you're-
see-
we can talk about it.
Do you see there's like inspirational quotes all over the city?
Jesus, we're such a sad group.
Do you know what I'm saying though? You see
No.
those, and I think it's
Makes
because
sense though.
the city is so
Yeah.
it's so like easy to be like fucked in this town. that,
Dude.
like,
Well, everybody
you have
comes
to have
here-
inspirational quotes just to keep people from killing themselves.
Dude, it's the only
Or walking
place-
into an audition like, "What's up, faggots?" Oh man, you gotta have to edit that out. God damn it! But that's the general notion. That was a bit extreme. Disclaimer: I have nothing
Sometimes
against gay people.
We're trying to wean him off that word. Somehow
God.
he hasn't stopped.
It's like a skater thing. It
It's
doesn't
a
need to be
thing.
talked about. It's just ridiculous.
I don't know. Don't bring skateboarders into.
No, it's not. No, yeah. It's
Oh
just
no,
like
I was gonna do that. I was definitely gonna say that it's still a used word in the skate
Yeah, it has
community.
nothing to do with homosexuality or anything
Yeah,
like
big
that.
time.
No, it's just like a
It's been a
vernacular
while since
thing.
I've
Well, skating
really
is
been
like a
in the
mixture of
community.
like cool, artistic, creative, anti-authority, anarchistic, and those are all positive words. And that and some douchebags. Like it's a hyper masculine reality. Like you know what I mean?
absolutely.
It's a dude sport.
Well, think about
it's changing.
Well, think
the Budafani.
There's some dope girls coming
There's
up.
some
Very
too.
dope-
good. I'm
Some
not saying
dope
that it
fucking
should
girls.
I was
You want
watching.
anyway, I'm
I was
saying.
watching
Misogynist
some like
bitch.
X
I gotta
Games
go.
from last
We're
year.
fucked.
There was an X Games. I think it was last year's X Games, and there was one girl that was so much better than the
Letitia?
rest.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one. She's She just
amazing.
fell and she didn't win, but she was so like it was like so much. She was like back lipping down this.
What's
like,
her name? It's Letitia
huge
Buffani, I believe.
Yeah,
and she's
fucking
amazing.
Great.
She's unbelievably good.
I'm sure like every other girl skateboarder is like so tired of hearing everybody.
Oh, I know,
like,
right? Are we
kiss
doing
her
it?
ass,
This is
but
kind of technically a dude misogynist thing to only name the one that's the
one
best.
that's the best.
It's like saying like, no, I love female
I didn't even know
comedians.
her
I like
name.
Ellen.
But there were other.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's the
totally.
easy one. No, I like Ellen.
Dude, I love Ellen. Bro.
Ellen's good.
Dude,
she's
good.
cool.
But actually, to be honest, Ellen is.
She is the best,
she's
unfortunately.
one of the-
Yeah. No, there's a few other good ones though.
Yeah.
Namely, Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes is fucking.
She's really good.
What are you guys talking about?
Comedy.
lady comedians.
Hey, no.
There's a lot of. I mean, fucking.
No asking
Jackie
your mom what
Cation
she
is
say.
fucking hilarious.
Jackie Cation.
And
No, I like Laurie Kilmartin.
Laurie Kilmartin.
I shouldn't have said
Dude,
no,
Laurie
but-
Laurie Kilmartin.
Yeah,
Dude, right after my
it's
sister.
comedian. We're talking about comedy. Just
So
listen up a little bit.
when
Oh, sorry,
when
dude, yeah.
my sister passed away, I went back home to Jai Tai like the night after.
Yeah.
And she was there headlining, doing nothing but my dad's dead jokes.
Yeah.
And it was the fucking most
Wow,
cathartic shit
that's
I ever
amazing.
went through. And then after the show, she sat and talked to me for like an hour.
I believe.
An hour, dude.
Unless she
She
comes
was
to,
the nicest lady ever, dude.
unless she comes to Seattle all the time. She totally is. And
Yeah.
I opened for her at the Underground
Nice.
that weekend, I think.
Oh, it must have been that week. Yeah, it was that week.
It was like a year
Because
ago,
she dropped
or
in. She
longer.
dropped in after. She did like a drop in after.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, and
roast beef
I
or
thought
one of
this
those ones
then,
Billy
and I
does.
still think it in Seattle. No offense to all the headliners that were coming through at that time, but she was by far she was one of the first ones that I saw at the Underground where I was like, oh, I got to pay attention.
Oh, she's
because a lot of
super
times the Underground headliners are like, I'm like, I feel like they're not that far. They have more time than me.
yeah.
But she was like, oh shit, I got to pay attention.
No, dude.
She was good.
For me, that was Augie Smith. Have you seen him before?
No.
Dude, that guy is a he's from Portland. He lives down here now, but he's a fucking beast, dude.
Yeah.
The first time I ever saw him was at he dropped in on an open mic, and then he was there that weekend, and I went and watched him every show all weekend. He was fucking brilliant, dude. He is brilliant. I shouldn't say is.
We were talking about the difference or the similarity, the opposite of difference. 2 shots. I just want to make it clear.
2 shots.
We've taken 2 shots. Hey, that's the end of part 1. Come back next week and hear what we sound like when we're 4 shots deep.